Hello, and welcome to the Canadian Outdoor Equipment Company's vlog. My name is Tim, and today we'll be exploring the Trangia alcohol stove in detail. Growing up here in Canada, I'm sure like a lot of you, this is what I used on family and backcountry camping trips, a white gas stove. The major drawback of this type of stove, though, is what you're hearing, the racket. If only I'd known about this, the Trangia alcohol stove. What I love about this stove is that it's operationally silent, maintenance-free, and has no needles, jets, or moving parts. While many North Americans are unfamiliar with this type of stove, it is and has been widely used in Europe for decades and offers several advantages over white gas or isobutane burners. This is the Trangia alcohol burner, which is made of brass. Why brass? Because it's resistant to corrosion and provides very good material strength. If you look at this cross section, you can see its internal structure. The burner cup, the internal wick, and the interior burner wall. The burner cup features a series of holes around the top ring. This is where fuel vapor is released from the burner's internal wick and combusts. The wick is made from cotton and sits between the burner walls. If you look here, you'll see a space at the bottom of the burner cup. This is where fuel flows underneath and makes contact with the wick where it absorbs fuel from below. Once the burner is lit, it will slowly self-prime, heating the top of the burner cup so that convection pulls fuel through the wick to the top of the burner where it vaporizes and burns, creating vapor jets around the ring of the burner. In this way, the cotton wick itself doesn't burn, it merely transports fuel to the top of the burner cup for combustion. The beauty of this system is that there are no moving parts and nothing to fail or break. Trangia burners always work. Just pour in fuel, light, and away you go. Now let's say you want to simmer at a lower heat level. No problem. The flame can be dampened by use of this adjustable damper ring. The damper ring also serves to extinguish the flame when you're done. Just be careful not to use the burner's gasketed cap to snuff out the stove. This is meant for closing up the stove after use, once the burner has had a chance to cool down. The burner sits on Trangia's windscreen base. You'll notice that there are holes where the burner sits and on the front of the windscreen. These are to direct airflow when the Trangia stove is in use. The front holes should be pointed into the direction of the wind to ensure airflow from underneath to up and around pots and pans. This directs oxygen where we want the burner flame to heat. If the stove is oriented incorrectly and airflow reversed, it is possible for the burner flame to be pulled down over the windscreen base and can, in extreme cases, deform or melt the windscreen. Because Trangia burners are unpressurized, they do not burn as hot as other fuel sources. This does mean slightly longer boil times, but would you rather have 4 minutes of this or 10 minutes of this? For cooking, I've always appreciated the adjustable heat for frying or making bannock without having to worry about blowtorch-like scorching that can happen with other stoves. There are many different fuel types available for the Trangia stove, so check out the next vlog post where I'll be covering all the fuel types available in Canada that can be used with a Trangia stove. Thanks for watching. You can find the last vlog post here, and you can find Trangia products at our store or online at www.canadianoutdoorequipment.com. Please take a moment to subscribe and feel free to leave a comment below. And remember, tea always tastes better when it's made outside.